Alright, so now we're back on the air, even though we were on the air before.
Welcome to What the Cup Nation. You don't know us, you will know us. We're not going anywhere. You want to know why?
We don't plan on going anywhere because we're the new up-and-coming radio. And everybody wants to hear what we have to say because we're the ones willing to give the little people a chance.
We're the ones willing to create an outlet without the red tape and all the mumbo-jumbo.
We're there if you need someone to talk to. Or maybe you're an up-and-coming indie star and you want to show off your music. Or you're a comedian or whatever else. We'd love to hear from you.
Exactly. We believe that labels should remain on jars, and regardless of your walk of life and the source of income, and if you've been to jail or not, we still believe in you because we all bleed red inside.
That's right. We do all bleed red, and we all are one. We are a nation.
Exactly. And we're not like big media ready to bash on the little people. We're here to twist the tide.
That's right. And give those little people a chance and give them the rope back.
Exactly. Because we matter.
So you matter.
Now let's start this damn show.
Alright, well, I guess we're going to start the show yet again.
Welcome to What the Cup Nation.
Yeah, we're doing our happy hour, except for this has been anything but happy because Blog Talk's probably pissed off at us for going over to talk to.
Well, we're back, so what can we say?
Yeah, and the people that were going to come on are evidently not coming on because they're probably pissed off, and I don't blame them, but it ain't our fucking fault, so.
No, I mean, we were on, and for some reason Blog Talk decided to restart the show and say it was waiting for us.
It was waiting for us to join. Waiting for the caller.
And we were here.
Come in, caller. This is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, well, let's just do our happy hour show.
Are you happy yet?
I'm happy.
Oh, I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad somebody's happy because I'm downright pissed off with all this friggin'... Everybody's heard our intro twice now.
Yep.
They must think we're on drugs. Are you on drugs? I might be on drugs. I'm not on drugs. But anyway.
No. It was Blog Talk deciding it wanted to make us do our show over a second time after we already did it the first.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Blog Talk is always fucking with us for some reason. That's why we were going over to Talk Shoe and shit, and now I got people fucking mad at me and everything else, and it ain't my fucking fault. It's fucking crazy. Alright, I got some dead air now. Alright, so anyway, we've been going for a couple weeks and whatnot, and we're back. We did do a show yesterday on Talk Show on Talk Show. Talk fucking shoot. And whatnot, and that was alright, I guess. But all our loyal listeners are over here, and they're wondering what the fuck is going on. Why are you switching? Because we had just had a sure amount of drop calls. Beyond belief. I couldn't believe the amount of drop calls that we had from Blog Talk. But I'm not here to bash Blog Talk. I'm here to wonder where the fuck did my co-host go. Hello, co-host. Where are you?
I'll be right there.
All right. Well, the co-host went to the other room. And on today's show, I have no idea what's going on. I dropped my fucking cigarette. That is wonderful. I do know that we're waiting on equipment to come in. That is a definite. So our sound quality is a lot better, and we do have some great things coming out in August. I am going to be working with this great dude. His name's Craig, doing a Jags podcast and whatnot, or show, interactive show. And we always do our shows on here, so why we switched, I'll never know. We should have just kept what we were doing and everything. It was just the amount of drops were just fucking ridiculous. So we had to, try to go on. All right, now we have the dude trying to go on and trying to get on. We have another person, and we have some listeners. He's dependent on people and shit, and we look
God
like
only knows.
Total assholes tonight.
No, we don't. You have to understand, like I said, over in Talk Shoe, we haven't been on for a couple of weeks, so we got to get back in the saddle. once we get going again, things will be flowing smooth.
We're back in the saddle again.
Please don't sing.
Come back.
Oh my God! Please don't sing.
Yeah, that was
My ears are bleeding.
That was some asshole.
I know. Who was that asshole? I don't know who he was.
Somebody get the license plate as that asshole.
Hey guys! I need you to beat up that asshole. He just came running through.
All right, we're gonna go get him.
Send the bodyguards after him.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And this is Happy Hour. This is a show that means everything to some people and nothing to other people. And
it's just a show for fun.
Yeah, we had like 8 listeners. They liked that before, and then they're like, what the? They're probably thinking, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
I don't know.
I mean, we have way more than 8 and shit, but...
Yeah.
I don't know who we're going to have call in and whatnot and go on. We switched. We shouldn't have even switched. We have a caller. We have a caller from area code 518-912-48.
104.
All right, let's see if we can get him on. Hello? You got to be kidding me.
Okay, wait a minute. Now it's not letting people on.
Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me.
It's got a hold time for some reason. Hit this button right here, maybe. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up, caller?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Blog
cool,
Talk for
Mike.
some reason, man, is just fucking with us.
What's going on? It's Mike from Team Awesome.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? How you doing today? Welcome to
Good.
What the Cuff Nation.
Cool, it's good to be on. Thanks for having me. This is really cool. I've never done this before. Hopefully I don't have any fucking problems.
This is fun, man. The thing was, we were trying to go on Talk Show, but because you can get more callers on for paying less money and whatnot. But for some reason, no one could get on. So what the fuck's the point?
It's no good.
Yeah.
And you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, that doesn't make it easy on you guys. How's it been going tonight?
Oh, good.
It's going good. We're on our happy hour, the show about absolutely nothing to some people and then everything to others.
Right on, man. Right on. Cool.
And we're just hoping that we didn't piss off our fan base because we've seen a bunch of people came on before, and I don't know if they're going to come back on.
Hey, shit's hard, man. Shit's hard. I don't blame you. So what am I jumping in on here? What are you guys talking about?
Anything you like.
Dicks and hard airplanes. How about that?
All right. Cool. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, I don't know what you guys have been up to, but I just got this news about the new Batman, Superman movie that's going on, and we've been talking about it over here like crazy. We're obsessed with it right now. We got a guy who is talking about it in Comic-Con, and they've confirmed it. Like 2 years from now, they're going to do Batman versus Superman. So we've just been nerding out about that over here today. I don't know if you guys are down with that.
Yeah, we can talk about that. We talk about just about anything, man. We leave the spotlight open to whoever wants to talk about whatever because we feel, interactive fucking radio is, for everybody.
Right. Who do you think would win, Batman or Superman?
I'm sorry?
Who do you think would win, Batman or Superman?
Oh, come on. I mean, like, if we're talking realistically, like, we're saying, like, if this is a guy who's completely superpowered and has everything going on for him, and he's going up against a dude, just some random-ass dude. I mean, you got to look at it, like, logistically. I mean, I think he would take him down with, like, one breath, with one flick of his finger. But, you got Batman's a smarter guy, so you got that whole thing. Sorry, big fucking nerd conversation, but we were just coming off of it. We just put a new episode up about it, so it's still fresh on the brain. So I've got nerd shit all over my head right now.
That's all right.
It's all right, because we're nerds, too,
Hey, I was having the fucking Mortal Kombat characters beat the shit out of DC Comics last night on Xbox. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a sweet-ass game. Yeah, Mortal Kombat versus the DC Universe. That was a really brutal game, actually, to see that. And then we got the new one, which is the all-DC one that's on the Xbox right now, the 360, and it's just all the DC characters beating the crap out of each other. So that's just fun. It's just stupid button-mashing fun. So we've been, trying to play that, some Arkham City, Arkham Asylum crap like that.
Oh, that's awesome. So what kind of equipment you running off of right now?
I'm sorry?
What kind of equipment you running off? Or are you just running off the telephone?
Oh, I'm doing off the phone right now. Yeah, I'm getting some crackling on this
You're
side.
doing off the telephone as well, or what?
Yeah, I'm getting like a bunch of like crackling on this side. I don't know about you guys. I hope it's not coming through over there.
No, it's not.
No, we're not hearing it. It's probably some feedback. Black Talk is like the worst as far as fucking quality, but it's the easiest to get on. So.
Yeah, right on. Cool beans, man. So yeah, this is interesting. I've never done one of these before. It's kind of a version to the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's recording too as we speak. Everything we do is recording. So.
Yeah, but
yeah,
you
right
can still
on.
say anything you fucking want.
Yeah, we do all the time.
Hopefully I didn't bring the mood down with coming in late on the whole thing.
No, you're fine.
You came in like 2 minutes after we did. Because we were going to do the whole thing on talk because we thought, the other. I'm not going to bash Black Talk. We've been using it for months now, but we wanted to try something different, and
just because we thought Talk Shoe would be able to get more callers in at once.
Yeah, that's
each one has their ups and downs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But new technology, this stuff's always finicky at first. You try and take time and
they always
figure
make
it out.
Better.
Yeah, hopefully they'll figure their shit out. Yeah, that'd be nice. But you guys seem to be doing cool.
Oh yeah, we just have fun. That's what it's about.
Right
our Saturday show we got going on is probably X-Censored. That's where we get into political, spiritual, whatever. It's just an angry show. Anything you're pissed off about, you can talk about.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well, man, I'm trying to think what I'm pissed off about right now, but I can't really think. Nothing's coming to my mind right now. I guess just people
in general. You really don't
feel
like the type of guy that gets pissed off too easily.
I guess human beings in general piss me off, but I'm not very good with them. But
I have a shirt that says I don't play well with stupid people.
Yeah, so I'm just basically I'm learning how to deal better in groups and things like that because I'm just got such a crazy disposition. So, but I'm getting there.
You're going to hear us probably a lot clearer in probably the upcoming weeks. We're waiting on equipment to actually freaking get here. Once it gets here, we got some nice freaking things coming. So.
Right on. Cool beans. Yeah, and where are you guys located? I mean, not like the address or anything, but what city are you guys
No, we're located out in Connecticut. We're from Connecticut.
Oh, right on. Cool.
We may in the future. We're thinking about relocating down south because it's a lot cheaper. But it doesn't matter when you're doing internet radio. You could be in a different country and it don't matter. I'm going to start doing a Saturday show with the dude from Australia. Believe it or not.
That's awesome. Oh, that's good. Must be hard to hear through the accent. We got their R's are so pronounced, so it's always like hello, right?
Well, you know what? I've gotten so used to them because I've had friends from down under before, and you kind of get used to it after a while.
Yeah, you get used to this. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, sometimes I have trouble listening to people from Massachusetts. No disrespect from
No.
Back to them.
Well, that's understandable. They have a very difficult accent. That's understandable.
Exactly. Or if somebody listens to somebody from New York and they're not used to the thick accent from New York, no offense to New Yorkers, but if they're not used to it, they might be like, huh? What'd they say?
Yeah, what?
Exactly. Like my brother was married to this woman and they lived in Long Island. She had a Long Island accent. So it was so funny. She'd say, hey, Ma, I want a glass of water. So we'd all tease her and go, you want a glass of water? She'd crack up. Just have fun with her. I mean, it was no disrespect to her. It was just some fun.
Yeah, and some people call me a northern redneck because they hear the southern accent come out sometimes, too. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. No, I remember the first time I actually moved out to the East Coast, and I was working at a coffee shop, and I remember this lady came in, and it was like one of my first days there, and she said, yeah, I want to get like an iced coffee. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll get you an iced coffee. And then I guess I must have said coffee the way I normally say it, and she felt the need to correct me on it and be like, no. Out here it's called coffee. We call it coffee out here. And I had to get a verbal instruction lesson from a customer. That was a lot of fun. So I learned that.
Yeah, that basically sounds like Long Islanders. That's how they sound with the accent.
Yeah, I think she was from Long
Island.
It was funny.
Cool.
The first 5 minutes of that we were doing, we came back here, right? It would not let us back on. It said waiting on the host. I'm not kidding you. And as it's saying waiting on the host, it's playing our, because on Blog Talk you can have an intro, an audio clip and whatnot. So it's playing the audio clip saying waiting on the host. So we, we disconnect, we go back on, and then it decides to play the audio clip again.
I'm like, what's wrong with these people?
Yeah, that's helpful.
Damn northern rednecks, that's what they're probably thinking. What people down south would say about us.
Believe it or not, as much as it only sounds like we're only here, I'm sure there's probably about between 5 and 15 people listening right now. So.
Hey, that's better than 0.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. We have a good following. I just don't think they could get on TalkShoe, and that was the problem. So I guess we're going to go back to Blog Talk, and now I look like a fucking dumbass because I got everything switched over to TalkShoe, and then...
Now we're going back to Blog Talk.
That happens. Fuck it.
Yeah, I actually signed up for both the things because I wasn't sure if I was doing anything right. I have issues with doing things right. So I couldn't. I just created new accounts for both things. So I guess now if I ever want to put anything up on Blog Talk or TalkShoe, I can do that, which is cool. Didn't really know about it.
Well, if you're ever on TalkShoe, there's these bunch of truckers. They're funny as shit.
Oh my God!
They have this show called Mexican Midgets.
Oh, they have all different.
And they're just hilarious. That's what they really made us feel welcome over there. But if people can't log on, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not worth doing it. It's worth paying for this. So I guess we're just gonna go back and pay for this and all that happy junk.
Well, I just like the title. I just like the title alone. Just Mexican Midgets. I mean, to me that just sounds funny because it's got all the offensive qualities right there in the title, so you know what you're getting into right away when you hear that, as offensive as it is.
It is kind of offensive, but it's kind of funny too in the same sense.
Yeah, but that's just funny.
Exactly. And we're probably just gonna stay on here because if people can't get on there, it's just gonna be a hassle.
Well, God damn it, they better get their shit together over there. I'm getting sick of this. These let's talk shoot people. I'm sick of it. All they do is just sit on their hands all day. It's enough is enough with TalkShoe. Had enough.
You tell them fucking too.
How dare they, those bastards? No, besides the crackling noise on my end, it's totally cool. I don't know if that's just a technical thing, it's just where I'm calling from or whatever. But yeah, otherwise,
it might be on ours. It might just be because we're on fucking speakerphone right now. So that might be.
Might be.
This is ridiculous. You should fix that right now. No, I'm fucking with you.
Shouldn't they?
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah,
I know.
We fuck with each other all the time.
That's why we're saying, yes, Blog Talk should fucking damn it.
Yeah.
How dare they?
Hang up.
Yeah, Blog Talk was pissing me off because they kept on dropping calls. And when you're paying money for things, there was no reason to freaking drop calls, period. So.
Yeah. Well, still. So yeah, you guys do it every night, huh?
Yeah, we do it. We do these shows 4 or 5 fucking times a week and shit. And
usually Monday through Sunday, but.
Yeah, we're doing Saturday, Sunday, and then probably some other ones, just because Wednesday, Thursday we may not be on, so we're just trying to round it about. So.
Yeah. Who knows? We may end up being on 7 days a week.
But the number that you called in, or the Skype number, whatever, however you came on, it's going to be the same. It's always the same. It's always 917-889-7873, or however you came on.
Yeah.
It's always the same. That's the good thing about it. It never changes, so people can always find us and whatnot.
Right on, man. Right on.
Cool, dude.
Cool, man.
Yeah, he's like a kid in the candy store. He's like, there's something new. Cool. It's
fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like a new toy. It's like something to play with. It's like, oh, hey, this is interesting. What can I do with this? What can I do with that? So, yeah, this is exciting.
And what's funny
cool.
is they just started the voice over IP, and we're sitting here. We got a blue mic right here, and now it's telling us we have to be a premium member in order to use it. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm just gonna hook my USB mic in, and I'm like, all right, the sound quality is gonna be a hell of a lot better because we can just set it to number 2 where you hear like freaking everything, and you'll be able to hear her as well as me.
Yep. So. It's got a nice sound quality.
Hey, well, like at this point, fuck it. Like as long as you're getting it out there and people are hearing it, like that's all that matters. And then you build that audience up or whatever, and then if they dig it, they'll stick around. Like I mean,
we have plenty of people to our show. They just think we're funny. That's the whole thing about it. Even when we're joking around, they're just.
I think they think we're crazy, basically.
We're just nutty.
They gotta be wondering, what kind of drugs are those people on? Are they on something? No, we're not. We're just as funny.
Yeah, I remember when I talked to you guys the first time, and I was just like, what's going on over there? What are you guys on? They got to be on something. And then I realized, no, that's just their personality. That's just who they are. And I'm like, that's really, honestly, that's personality right there. And that's the biggest part is, if you have that big personality and you have those opinions and, you're just a natural character, so like that helps you guys, like completely. Like, so, I wouldn't take that as an insult at all. I'd be like, good, I'm interesting, like that's something that makes me different.
Yeah. Exactly, we do. We take him as a compliment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I almost got in CSB, which is Connecticut School of Broadcast, and they actually, when I was 18 years old, they were going to give me half a scholarship, and I still couldn't afford to go because the fucking school was like fucking $7,000 with no freaking loans whatsoever. So even half of that, $3,500, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, do they even realize that people who go into broadcasting can never pay that back? Like, once you go into broadcasting, like your loans, you're screwed. Like, unless you work for like a big network like CNBC or something, it's not gonna, you're not gonna be able to pay that back right away.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I went to computer school, and I still can't pay that back, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I hear you. Yeah, it's just the loans. The loan situation is just fucked right now. It's so fucked.
Yeah, I mean, school's the biggest ripoff. I mean, I hate to tell people that. I mean,
I agree with that.
Because it's not what you know. It's all about who you know. If you don't know jack shit, then you fucked. I mean,
exactly.
No, I agree completely. I mean, it does essentially come down, especially with jobs. Like a lot of the times with work and jobs, like it depends on what you were saying, like who you know, what you know. And you can have all the education in the world, but if you don't have a fucking foot in the door, you're screwed.
Exactly. Well, you can hear any of our previous things. Sometimes we sound like dumbasses. Sometimes we're intelligent.
Hey, man,
but we have over like 50, 60 shows on Blog Talk.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry about that. You've heard my show. We all sound like complete idiots too. So I mean, there's no problem there. Like. You know what I'm saying? Like people like that. As long as you're interesting, who gives a shit what they think?
We'd like for you to come on time for time, here and there when we're doing our other thing, which is our big radio and whatnot. We'd like for you to come and join us because you've got a hell of a personality and whatnot, or your crew or whatever.
Yeah, you guys you're funny,
Yeah, I mean, as long as you have something to say, you should be all right. But again, that depends on the person, and it's always, and it just depends on the mood they're in. And that's what's great about this is you get honest emotions and reactions right away. Like however you feel that day, you come in and bring that with you, and then it's out there, and it's always a different show. Like always.
Well, it's going to say in about, I'm just going to warn you about 30 seconds. It's going to say 90 seconds. and we're going to get cut off, but we normally don't. It normally will extend another half an hour. We'll see if it does tonight, or if it doesn't. If it does, then
we'll just keep going.
Fuck it, I could reschedule the show in like a half an hour or whatever if I wanted to.
Yep.
We ain't got nothing going on tomorrow, so
you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Not like our son has to go to school or anything. He hasn't not started school yet.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, we like doing this. This is a lot of fun, and we're just very privileged that studio, out in California really, wants us to come on and whatnot. That says a lot, because they actually listen to shows and know what things are about before they make any decisions.
Yeah.
So.
Fair enough.
I think I feel honored that they want. Well, not I think. I know I feel honored that they, want us to come on their show.
Yeah, exactly.
And join them.
Yeah,
probably the
cool,
music. We get a lot of underground artists that are good. I actually had an underground artist. She's a rap star from Florida, and she keeps on twitting me, and she's like, I'm a rap star, right? I'm a rap star.
It's like, I'm a rock star. Okay, well, is that because you call yourself a rock star, or is that because you actually are a fucking rock star?
Oh, she's really good. She's really good, but I think she's trying to hint that she's listened to our shows and she wants to come on the air.
Yeah.
Because we actually
okay.
did.
I thought we were going to be talking shit. Sorry. I thought we were doing
no problem.
The shit talking. I wanted to do that. I'm sorry. I don't even know this person, and I'm just going to start talking shit. That just proves what a bad person I am.
Beep. Damn truck. Where'd he come from?
Honey,
cool.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
No, we're glad you're joining us, and it is recorded, so there's going to be a ton of people listening and shit. If they're not listening live, they are definitely archiving it. We've got thousands and thousands of archives weekly, and that's not even a joke. But
that's awesome.
Well, that's why when we seen you were on Podomatic, I'm going to give a little shout out to Podomatic.
Cool, yeah.
And whatnot, that we were like, that seems cool, because we were on Libsyn, and the problem with Libsyn is they get out to a certain amount, but then I don't know. iTunes has issues with them, and some other people have issues with them. So.
Yeah, no, there are some issues with that service, but so far it's been okay. It's been okay for us. I mean, it's a little pricey, if you're producing your own crap, but at least we can depend on it for the most part. We haven't had a lot of issues. I mean, we're happy over there. We like it. It's decent. It's just we're always looking for something better.
Yeah, and you're talking about Podomatic, right? Or you're talking about Libsyn?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say Podomatic specifically, but I am going to say, I'll say Podomatic, sure. Yeah, it's Podomatic.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the broadcasting thing over there. That broadcasting thing for like $49 a month didn't seem that bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's decent. I mean, and it gives you all the pro crap or whatever, and you can use that. And it's a solid service. I like it over there. I like their setup. I mean, and the whole iTunes thing, the RSS feeds and all that crap, so they're really cool with updating everything. You guys do the iTunes, right? You're on iTunes?
We were on through Libsyn, but once you stop paying for it, they discontinue your service. So. Oh,
I see. Yeah. Well, because I see you guys on the podcast thing. Like, I actually was able to subscribe to you guys, which is cool. So. Now I'm subscribed to What the Chuff, and I think people can do that. I think if anyone listens in or whatever, and they want to try to subscribe to you guys on iTunes, they can just go to your page and click the iTunes icon, and you guys will just pop right up and subscribe right away.
Yeah. We are on iTunes as far as, because originally we were called Teal Time Radio, and when we originally did that, if they go on Teal Time Radio, it will bring up the What the Cuff thing. It's the same thing, so it hasn't changed.
How do you guys do it every day? Every day you guys do this. How the hell do you pull that off?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, we have tons and tons. If you go on our Libsyn, if you can get on, you'll see that we have a shitload of things. If
Not only that, but you know what? It's a job. It's a job we enjoy. So
yeah, exactly.
That makes it worth
it's
it.
something down the line that we're going to make it. I don't give a shit what anybody says. We're going to make it. Period. We're going to be the next big thing, and people are going to get tired of us, but I don't give a shit.
Well, you know what? They may get tired of you for a short term, but then like they'll have some memory and they'll come back and they'll be like, oh, these guys are still here. This is great. I can hear what they're up to now. It's like they can always check in on you. Even if they're not interested for the day or the week or whatever, they could always come back in, and it's like visiting friends almost, Like you can go online and see what the Chuck people are up to or what we're doing over on our thing or whatever. So it kind of
we're actually called What the Cuff, which is something backwards. We're a little dyslexic. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and turn it around.
Like
so.
Hey, might as well.
Yeah,
like
What
that.
the Cuff Nation.
Nation.
So.
Now it's the nation. What turned it into a nation? What, like, are you guys trying to do the whole thing? You're trying to, like, get other artists and stuff involved and everything like that?
You know what? We're eventually going to have our own radio network, period. That's the goal. It's going to be a 24-hour thing. It's going to be like because by that time, I'm thinking another 5 years, there is no more AM radio. FM radio is much going to be obsolete, and I'm just being real here. Everything's going to be based on the internet, and we're going to be right there.
I think people are going to have, when eventually probably going to end up having computers in their car.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to be able to do it right in their car, like they can do satellite now, but satellite's going to go too because it's just too damn expensive.
I was just going to say that, honestly, like when you start talking about how terrestrial radio and FM and AM are going out, and satellite's kind of the thing right now, but even then, people pay a subscription for that. People have to buy equipment. They have to buy special setups and shit. When it comes to internet broadcasting and podcasting and shit like that, people just go online. They could access it on their phone. They can get it on their computer. They can get it anywhere if if there's a Wi-Fi connection. So, I mean, why would you want to buy that extra equipment and then pay a monthly fee or whatever when you can just go online and listen to it for free or check it out on a website? Like you can. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Like so that's why I'm totally on board with that idea of trying to get on there, because within the next 5 years, like you were saying, it's going to change. The shift is happening already. Like people are already going over to the internet. Most people are crowdsourcing and crowdfunding their productions and shit like that. A lot of people are doing independent films that way. It's just the way it's going.
That's the way it should go. I mean, no disrespect to the FM people. They're awesome people, but they don't. They can't monitor for right now anyway.
No, they can't.
Internet radio for the most part, and that's what people like. People like their freedom, and if they ever got to the point where they're going to monitor it, that would cause a big outroar, and I think that would be kind of like a digital World War III.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I hope it doesn't get to that point where the gatekeepers who are at network television and they're in network radio or whatever, terrestrial radio, even satellite, Sirius and XM and all that shit, they are the gate, like they keep the gates closed and they don't let everyone in and they decide what's okay and what isn't. And when you have the internet, people decide for themselves. There's so much shit out there and there's different flavors for everyone. You can search hard and long enough, you can find it. You can find the show that suits you because there's plenty of them out there. And it puts it back in the hands of the people, quote unquote, basically, and it gives entertainment back to the people, and instead of giving it to corporations and shit like that. But don't get me started on corporations. I'll fucking talk your ear off all night.
Hey, this is happy hour. You can talk about whatever the fuck you want. We don't give a shit.
Right? Yeah. This isn't. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, fuck all the corporations, and they can eat a dick. I hate them. There we go. That's my thought on that.
I'm not. We're not big on the corporate media because corporate media, all it does is bash people. And when we have artists on, we don't like to bash them because I just feel everybody's trying to do the same fucking thing and trying to make it. And a lot of even music artists don't want to go get signed because the minute they sign, they're basically signing their life away for chump change.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you hear stories about, the horror stories of people who are in the industry and they sign their life away and they have nothing to show for it. I mean, look at Axl Rose. I mean, Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses is totally screwed right now. And he was signed with, I can't remember who he was signed with, whatever label he was with. They pretty much just held out on everything. Like, they kept most of the profit. And he has his drug problems and everything like that. But that's just one of those examples of, corporate finicking and getting in there and screwing with people's money, basically, and taking their lives out of them. And you're absolutely right about that. I agree. I don't trust them myself, but who knows? Like, if that's the only way to make money, who knows what the hell you got to do?
It's not the only way to make, but like I said, there's going to be a company within the next 5-10 years. I don't know if it's going to be Comcast or who it's going to be, but somebody's going to develop a box that you could put in your car that you now can listen to people on the internet, because people on the internet are more entertaining than the actual other people out there.
Yeah, I agree. I hope it doesn't get to that point where people are going to have to, do that. I know it's going to get so big that eventually they're going to come in and regulate the industry, the internet broadcast industry. Right now, it's like the wild, wild west. You can go out and do whatever the hell you want and get away with it, and you don't have to deal with any repercussions, like as far as having to pay, I don't know, like rights for things and shit like that.
Well, there were actually 4 different real studios, for internet radio we were looking at, and 3 of them were regulating. So we're like, no, you're not gonna tell us, okay, we gotta do this and we gotta pay you this, and then you're gonna tell us what we can say, how we can say it, No, that's jail.
Yeah,
that's fucking jail.
Exactly.
And if I wanted to fucking go to jail, I would have committed a crime. As simple as that.
Yeah. And that's just, and like, what is it? You can do the eBay sponsor? There's like this eBay sponsorship thing you can do, but the problem is if you do that, you can't have explicit material. So if eBay is going to come in and sell, sponsor the show, you have to have a more not kid-friendly, but a more appropriate format for your show, just so eBay can sell their shit on your website and sell their shit on your show. You have to cut the balls off your show in order to get them to sponsor you, and that's wrong. Like, like if you're gonna sponsor an artist or whatever, you got to sponsor them for the content they already have and the show they're already doing. At least that's just my opinion. I don't think it's right.
Well, Lipson basically did that to us. They basically said, okay, it's time to pay us. At the same time, you got to tone down your shit. And I'm like, no.
No.
You're not going to tell me what I need to do.
No, especially since you can, like, I don't understand that logic. It's just, they're just trying to make money off of people, and that's the shittiest thing about it, is that they're just trying to take something that's going well for somebody else, and they're trying to make a profit off of it. That's not right, But
that's everybody. We hate when things like that. For instance, we went to a gym, all right, and I'm not going to mention names right now, but we never even used our gym membership. Okay, we were paying for months, and then, we said, we're just going to cancel it. We don't use it. We haven't been there once. We went to cancel it, and they said, no, you owe cancellation fees, you owe this, you owe that, and it doesn't matter if you went to the gym or not. How the fuck does that make sense?
You have to pay to stop going to the gym? That's fucking stupid. You have to pay them or you have to pay, like I've heard people who have to pay like the fees anyway, even if they don't go.
That's what they did.
Yeah, they charged us a monthly rate even though we didn't go, and then to cancel it, they were charging us to cancel it and said, well, we can't cancel it either, and we don't give a shit.
How much? If you don't mind me asking, how much were they charging you to cancel the membership?
Like $150.
Fuck
a person.
That's ridiculous. That's asinine. I mean, like, why do you have to pay to cancel something? I don't. It's just money. It's just like no one has any money, and now they want all the fucking money. And
what's funny is, what the fuck is money? Money's paper. That's all fucking money is. Money is paper. Yeah. And fucking, it's an invention from somebody. Because there's no such thing as fucking money. There's such thing as trees, but if you don't cut down the fucking trees, there's no money.
Yeah, it's a concept, it's an idea, and it's just for goods and services. I mean, like barter system used to work great before that. I don't know. I mean, that might be too socialist though, and I don't want to get in trouble for having socialist ideas because I've been getting a lot of shit about that lately.
Yeah, everybody's fucking got an opinion. That's the fucking problem. Everybody's got an opinion, and then when there's a problem in freaking things, which I'll talk about it on Saturday night, so you understand.
Well, you know what? I think opinions are like assholes, and everybody's got one. Everybody's
yeah, it's true.
But like I said before, you can't tack on a new law because once you tack on another law, somebody else has a law, and there's laws overriding laws that can't be overridden by other laws. And it's just like
yeah, you're right, and it just gets lost in these loopholes of passing laws and passing amendments to the laws, and yeah, you're right. It gets lost in the shuffle, and then they got a new problem, and then you got to figure. Yeah, you're right. It gets to the point where I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna move to Canada. Fuck it, I'm just gonna move to Canada. Just gonna live in Toronto and be happy and smoke whatever I want to smoke up there. You know what I mean?
I'll live up on the mountains
and play some ice hockey, right?
And you'll freeze your balls off.
There you go.
Well, I hope you don't plan on having kids. You move out there, you won't be having none because you're freezing your balls off.
Oh, I seen this thing. If you're ever on fucking YouTube, check it out.
Yep.
It's this funny freaking video, right, where they're talking about the world economy's going broke, and the whole time this guy's asking this other guy questions, right? He's like, well, how is this country supposed to pay back this from this other country if they owe them in this country and this country owes them? He's like, he can't. Where are they going to get the money from?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if everyone owes money to everyone, who's making all of that money?
It's an absolute joke.
It is, and at the end of the day, it's just like, well, someone's lining their pockets with all of this debt money that's coming in. Who the fuck is it? And then you find out there's like the top 10 wealthiest people in the world. And I'm a big conspiracy nut. I don't know if that translates right now, but I'm a big conspiracy buff. So I always think it's like the top 10 wealthiest people always making everything suck for everybody else. And
I don't necessarily agree with that, but at the same time, it is possible. So I'm not going to.
You know, that's true. I mean, but, you know, again, that's just, you know, I watch Jesse Ventura's conspiracy show all the time, so, like, you know, I'm talking, like, from a very paranoid sensibility. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, some of that shit's true, some of that shit's not, but,
yeah,
you know,
but along
the lines, you got to read between.